Tigers, Bulldogs, Saints. Welcome to DC Blitz, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Good morning. Welcome back. This is DC Blitz presented by DeKalb County Insurance. After a couple of weeks to rest, recharge, Christmas and New Year and all that good stuff, we are back to talk a lot of DeKalb County sports today. Packed house, Kelly, Coach, Casey, everybody looks chipper. Daniel's had some German coffee and he's fired up, and we're ready to go. How's everybody been the last couple of weeks?
Great.
Welcome to
Good.
DC Blitz,
Back to school,
presented
and
by
I want
DeKalb
you to
County
know out
Insurance.
there, so far my resolution being the person my dog would like me to be, it's working. I'm 2 weeks in, and my kids think I'm great.
Is your dog grading you on this?
He is, but it's his communication thing that we've got going.
I got you.
I can understand it.
Oh, okay. So we can't interview your dog to make sure that you're falling in love.
He will not talk to you.
Okay, all right. Casey is unusually quiet this morning. He's been in here, and I don't think he said 5 words. I'm worried.
Storing up.
The storm.
The last segment's going to be a blowout.
Storm is
Tigers,
coming. The storm
Bulldogs,
is coming. You know what? We got back
Saints.
to it this
Welcome
week
to
in full
DC
force.
Blitz, presented by
And
DeKalb
Kelly,
County
you've coached
Insurance.
basketball. I got to ask you, once you come back from that holiday break, kind of how hard is it to get back in that rhythm?
It depends. It depends on what kind of kids you have. It depends on the competition. Usually coaches try to schedule something that is competitive but not
Something winnable.
something they can compete in and do well. So I mean, like, it just depends. I mean, like, I always shot better after I had a week off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess all my bad habits,
Tigers,
rested muscles. So you've got those
Bulldogs,
kids, and then you've got the kids that
Saints.
have
Welcome
no
to
energy and can't
DC
hardly
Blitz,
jump down the
presented by
court.
DeKalb County
So, I
Insurance.
Too
mean-
much candy.
Well, it's not even that. It's just they can't take time off. You got some kids
Yeah.
that can come out and just run, and then you got some kids that can't. And it just depends on what kind of athlete you have.
Right. And in a lot of cases, not so much the high school because they played a couple tournaments, but for the middle school, the West School, they've had 18, 20 days off. And, Coach, we're talking about, kids starting to approach teenage levels there. A lot of distractions during the holidays. Thinking back when I was that age, I dreaded going back to school, let alone having to get back out on a basketball court and run.
The only winter
Tigers,
sport I ever played was I wrestled
Bulldogs,
in high school, and we
Saints.
carried over through the breaks. And you got these
Welcome to
tournaments, whatever,
DC
but
Blitz, presented by
during
DeKalb
the
County
school day,
Insurance.
you're practicing after school, and the gym or wherever you're practicing is warm, the mats are warm, everything's fine. You're going in winter with a cold school, no students there, and there's like fog coming off of the mat, and you're having to get out there and practice. I think weather and the temperature of the weather is going to have something to do with how the kids get back into the gym and how they feel about getting out and transporting back and forth and going back through that. But as far as a layoff and coaching that, I've never had to deal with that part of it.
We have had some unseasonably warm weather, and we got
Tigers,
a notification. We've got some background music
Bulldogs,
playing. Okay,
Saints.
while we're talking, I don't know. That's a Daniel question.
Welcome
He's
to
he's
DC
going
new
to.
Blitz,
thing we're doing for
presented by DeKalb County
2026.
Is it Run DMC?
We got it. We got it.
Thank
you. But anyway, it's been a busy week. All started on Monday night. DeKalb County High School, in fact, 3 games this week. They started back at home Monday night. Boyd Christian, kind of what you're talking about. You get an opponent there, a winnable type game, something to kind of knock the rust off. Tuesday, though, they turn around and go to Smith County. Smith County, both girls and boys teams, very good this year. Last night, Warren County come to town in the border rivalry game. Girls got a nice win last night, 46-42. It's a hard way to describe how this basketball game was. It was, it was physical at times. It was ugly at times. It was fun to watch. And they come back in the fourth quarter, down 35-32 going into the fourth, and win 46-42. Coach Brandy Alley actually coached with the flu last night, so she had her Michael Jordan flu game as a coach last night. But good win for the girls. Tough night for the boys. And again, this was kind of a physical, ugly game throughout. And, they were down the majority of the way, but the game really didn't get out of hand until the fourth quarter. And that's the first time I've got to see Warren County play. And, of course, our old friend Danny Fish, the boys coach over there, he's got a good basketball team, y'all. I don't know if anybody's had a chance to see Warren County yet this year. That's a good basketball team.
I haven't seen Warren County, but we had played some of the Warren County schools back before. We haven't played them past like 2 or 3 years, but we had played them back, and they were loaded then, and they were loaded in their lower grades. So I can totally see it. I kind of like the way their county does things to an extent with their basketball. So they have a really good feeder program within that boys unit, and then they've got athletes. I mean, you just got to have athletes.
He's got a very senior-heavy lineup that he primarily uses, but that's a deep team, too, and he's got some younger players that are going to come up. And I think just the baton will be passed. But Coach Fish has done some great things with that Warren County program. And, again, a win over the Tigers last night. It's been a busy week for the Saints. They get right back into action this week. They went on the road and took a doubleheader from Defeated, actually split a doubleheader with Defeated back on Monday night. They turned around and played Wednesday night, had to go to All Good. All Good girls beat the Lady Saints, the Saints, with a 50-26 win. Then everybody had Thursday night circled, the rematch with Avery Trace. And Lady Saints lost their game 43-31. They actually got off to a slow start and played pretty much even with Avery Trace the rest of the way. The boys' game, it got out of hand early. We've talked about Owen Cook and how good that young man is. Had 19 in the first half, 5 of 5 from three-point range. And just the Saints seem like, it's kind of like a heavyweight fight. You take a heavy shot or get knocked down early on, and it's how you recover from that. And the Saints sort of got knocked down early, and it took them until the second half really to get back going. That Avery Trace team, and it surprises me Prescott has beaten them this year, because when they played our team, they look excellent.
Yeah, that Avery Trace team's going all the way this year. I'm afraid. They're the best team in the conference. I mean, there's no doubt that Cook kid he's the real deal. He's one of the better middle schooler ball players I've seen play in a while. But our team is it's very resilient, and it's very tough as well. They're going to be in it in the conference champion, or in the conference playoffs there. These games next week will be the ones that I'll be interested in watching.
They got a couple of games to wrap up the regular season, both on the road. They'll play at Rickman, non-region, on Monday. Then they wrap it up Thursday night when they go to Stone Memorial. I don't know that they're locked into the number 3 spot. I do know had they won on Thursday against Avery Trace, there would have been a 3-way tie for first, with them, Avery Trace, and Prescott all having beaten each other and lost to one another. But it looks like the championship regular season will come down between the Red Raiders and Prescott. And the Saints, I would say, most likely locked into that number 3 spot. Somewhere along the way, if you're going to be in that final 2, though, Kelly, you got to beat one of Prescott again, or Avery Trace, depending on how the bracket sizes up.
And that may kind of get into what side of the bracket do you want to be in? Do you want to be do you want to be third? Do you want to be fourth?
Yeah.
Just to stay away from the unbeat, because right now you would want to stay. If I was Coach Quarles, I would want to stay away from Avery Trace, because we haven't beaten them. You have beaten Prescott. We actually covered the Prescott game, and it was a really good game, physical game. And so I really wanted to go to that game Thursday night, but my kids Marley had a game because West School picked up a game, and so I drove to Lebanon twice on Thursday. and they don't have them on the radio, so I couldn't listen. I had to wait. I almost asked Coach Quarles, but then when I saw they got beat, I was like, I'm not going to ask him to send me the video. I really like the Avery Trace coach. Is super nice. He comes and plays in our tournament every year, and just a really great guy, and he does a really good job with those boys. And then, like I said, you want to see the Cook kid play, and then you want to see your own kids play. I mean, like Landon was one of mine, and Maddox has played ball with Brantley for years, and so I wanted to see them and see them be successful. But Tough luck.
You know, this Avery Trace team is we could start a whole separate show about the Avery Trace team this year. So take the Cook kid. You understand he should be a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
So he was held back on purpose to be able to play ball at that level. And so you have that side of the argument that you want your kid to, have that advantage going in at, ultimately, I guess, at college or whatever, if that's what you're looking for. Or do you take the argument that, your kids should be playing up and playing tougher competition? Does that make them better?
Well, realistically, in that group, Landon should be a freshman as well.
Yep.
And the Martin kid, Crew. He should be a freshman as well. So, I understand. I have told parents. I told Dallas Cook's mom he should have held back.
Wait, you told Julie Cook something?
Yes, I did.
Was you yelling at her at the time? Or,
no,
okay.
I have a good relationship with Julie. I played softball with Julie, but
I look for her in every basketball crowd that I'm in. I actually want to sit next to her.
But I even looked at. I told Porter the same thing. I told Drew the same thing because they are younger. They are younger of their age. I told Jackson Dunaway, he has told his parents in 5th grade that they should hold him back. If he was just a 7th grader this year, he is going to grow eventually, and he did a really good job shooting this year. He would get another year. And people don't understand with boys, some of them will, Porter was an anomaly. Him and Drew, they matured out a little bit quicker. But most of the time, I've just seen in Maddox. I don't know if you've seen in Reed. I've noticed in Reed and Colin and all them, they've matured out this year. Well, if they were 8th graders this year, they would just dominate.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's matured or not, but he sure is stinking a lot.
Sign of a teenage boy.
You didn't buy him cologne for Christmas?
Yes, actually I did.
Somebody bought Maddox cologne, and that room just stinks of cologne now.
That's exactly right. It smells worse now than it did before.
Now you got boy stink and cologne smell colliding with one another.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the West School Lady Bulldogs. They got their first win in their regular season finale, 27-17. Over Southside on Thursday night. Alex Vincent had 7 points to lead the Lady Bulldogs. Been a tough year, but it's good to close out your season with a win, Kelly, especially with all the time off, and a good win for them getting that last. I know they scheduled this game kind of late, but nice to see that they got that victory on the road.
Yeah, I only got to see the JV game. Marley played at 4. Maddox had pigeon lessons at 5:30 in Alexandria, and then I had to have him in Lebanon for travel ball practice at 7. So I was on the road. I didn't get to see the varsity game. Mom did say that Alex had a really good game, and it was at one point, it was like right there towards the end was like a 2 or 3 point game, and then they came, pulled away. So, yes, very good that they finished their regular season with a win. I think they play
Swiss Memorial next Saturday. Yes, I think at 3:45. We'll have more on the schedule later on. But, yeah, they do open the James C. Hale tournament against, and I'll have to check, see where that team's out of. I looked. But
Switzerland, I think. Right?
You probably.
No,
yeah.
I used to know. I've actually heard of that school several times. We've played them in the James C. Hale, but I can't remember where they're from. Just off the top of my head.
I hear Swiss Memorial. I think of Little Debbie Swiss rolls. Yeah. That's making me hungry.
I bet they're neutral.
Speaking of the Lady Bulldog JV, they also got a win as Marley Pyburn, 7 points to lead the way as they beat the Southside JV 17-13 in some of the scores from this past week. Got a big program today. We're going to DeKalb County High School basketball heavy. Coming up on our next segment, we've got Tiger basketball as head coach Joey Agee walking in the house, along with Chase Young, Elliot Barnes, and Porter Hancock. Our 9:40 segment will go Lady Tiger basketball, as assistant coach Brandon Fox will be with us, along with Chloe VanVranken, Brooke Fuson, Lillie Young. As we mentioned, we'll take a look at the week ahead and talk about some things upcoming in DeKalb County sports. It's a busy time of year as basketball in full swing. We'll talk about it aplenty before the show is over. Stay with us. We'll be back. This is DC Blitz, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
At DeKalb County Insurance, we proudly support our local sports teams, always rooting for the Saints, Bulldogs, Tigers, and Vols. And off the field, we're here for our community too, helping you understand your Medicare options with care and clarity. We're not affiliated with Medicare, but we're here to help you make informed decisions by finding the best plan that fits your healthcare needs. Open enrollment for 2025 runs from October 15th to December 7th. Give us a call to set up your Medicare evaluation at 615-597-0660, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Please note, we do not offer every plan available in your area. Any information we provide is limited to plans we do offer. Go to Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE to get information on all of your options.
Prompt, professional, and courteous healthcare services. That's what you find when you visit Good Health Family Clinic, 414 East Broad Street in Smithville. When you're on the go, you can't afford to be sick. The staff at Good Health Family Clinic is committed to getting you back on your feet and feeling better as soon as possible. They are locally owned, so you know you're being helped by people from right here at home, who you know and trust. Good Health Family Clinic accepts most insurances and is currently accepting new patients. Call to schedule an appointment, 615-597-4432. Good Health Family Clinic. Your family's good health is our mission.
Smithville FBC is proud to support DC Blitz and all DeKalb Sports. We have a place for you to call home on Sunday mornings and Wednesday night. We have nursery available. Pre-K through 5th graders are welcome to join Faith Kids. 6th through 12th graders are welcome to join FBC students, and everyone's outside of that is welcome to join all of our adult ministries. We meet Wednesday nights at 6, and Sunday morning small groups begin at 9 with worship at 10. Join us at Smithville FBC. It's a place to call home.
Home Services is your trusted partner for comprehensive excavation and septic solutions. With a combined 30 years of experience, our team of skilled professionals deliver reliable, high-quality work for both residential and commercial projects. We understand the unique challenges of Middle Tennessee's terrain and provide customized services. From basic excavation to complex septic system installations, we have the expertise and equipment to handle jobs of any size or complexity. Put us to work for you. Home Services, 615-597-6287.
In the heart of Smithville, by the tranquil waters of Center Hill Lake, one name stands out in real estate: Lake Homes Realty and the Tony Luna Group. With over 25 years of experience and a track record of over $100 million in local sales, Tony Luna is the expert you can trust. Whether you're selling your cherished home or seeking that perfect lakeside retreat, Tony's commitment ensures you'll get top dollar for your property. Call 615-210-9522 and take the first step towards your real estate success.
Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations has served the Upper Cumberland area as a premier auto glass shop since 2011. Located at 1620 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville, our business offers chipped glass repair, glass replacement, windshield repair, and much more. Plus, on-site service is available. We also offer free mobile installation. We look forward to assisting our customers with any and all windshield repairs. For all your auto glass needs, stop by Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations. Phone 931-979-7339.
At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, we understand that this life is a journey filled with highs and lows. Just as every game has its final whistle, so too does every life have its final moment. When that time comes, Love Cantrell Funeral Home would love the opportunity to earn your trust. We provide compassionate care and professional services to fit your family's financial needs. Love Cantrell Funeral Home has been a proud sponsor of all DeKalb County athletics for over 65 years. Love Cantrell Funeral Home, where love is not only in our name, but also in our services.
Care makes for better banking. It's what turns transactions into trust and customers into neighbors. At Wellworth Bank, we see the people behind the numbers, the families building futures, the dreamers starting new journeys. We believe care should come standard because you're worth it. You always have been. Wellworth Bank. Care in common.
Ranger brake offers made in the USA, assembled in the USA, and world-sourced brake lines so that they can meet all levels of market demand. That helps them maintain a good, better, and best approach to giving customers the options they need to succeed with ease. Ranger Brake has a second-to-none qualifying process which ensures each and every product is certified before it's actually sold in the USA. By providing qualified products that are tested in the USA, Ranger Brake is doing their part to keep it safe out on the roads. Ranger Brake, proud supporters of all DeKalb County athletics.
Smithville Church of Christ invites you to come worship with us. Smithville Church of Christ believes that God is a relational being who exists as Father, Son, and Spirit. That human beings have a created likeness to God which makes each of us eternally valuable. That salvation is the free gift of God, received through faith and expressed through confession, repentance, and baptism. That personal transformation, a process initiated by God's grace, gathers momentum as our will is increasingly brought into alignment with God's will. Come visit Smithville Church of Christ any Sunday or Wednesday night as we study together and worship our Lord.
For 20 years, Southern Landscape Supply has been serving DeKalb County and the Upper Cumberland with everything you need to keep your lawn looking its best. From grass seed and fertilizer to top quality mowers and tractors, we've got you covered. And when it comes time for maintenance, our full parts and service department is here to keep your equipment running strong. Whether you're tackling the backyard or the back 40, trust your hometown experts at Southern Landscape Supply. Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville.
DC Blitz presented by DeKalb County Insurance. We are back to talk some DeKalb County High School Tiger basketball this morning. Head coach Joey Agee in the house, Porter Hancock, Elliot Barnes, Chase Young, and we promise no bulletin board material. So that's why Casey is sitting out this segment, right? Coach, good to have you with us this morning. I know it's always more fun to talk to coaches the day after a win, but that's a good Warren County team you played last night. You've seen them twice. Always a good border rivalry. The crowd was great last night, but kind of a physical, ugly basketball game, it seemed from the get-go.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the crowd was great. Probably the biggest crowd we've had all year. I told the kids after the game, I was proud of the way that they played, the physicality they played with, the effort that they gave. We talked about competing every possession, no matter what the score was, and I felt like we did that. We shot the ball terrible last night. Mm-hmm. We just shot it terrible in the first quarter, and then it got you down 12 at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, third quarter, we played them pretty even. I think it was, I don't know, maybe they scored 30 in those two quarters, and we scored 24, so you're right there.
Yeah.
And then we made a run late. And I'd have to go back and look, but I'm almost positive that right when we were on that run, he subbed in 4 or 5 new guys, and the energy that they brought from the bench, it just kind of took over the kind of momentum. So, probably the best team that I've seen Warren County have in maybe forever.
A long
to be honest
time,
with you. I wouldn't be surprised to see them at the state tournament, just to be honest with you.
That team reminded me, and you may remember because you were probably playing some of the teams they had back in the 90s that we used to match up with. I mean, just they had length. They were just talented across the board. To me, that team looked a lot like some of those old teams back in those days.
Yeah, and then you have 7 or 8 seniors that have been through it. They've been through the fire, and they don't get rattled, and they're physical, and they're big, and they're fast, and they reach and they grab, and they do it in a way that it's tough for the officiating crew to call, because they're always one hand in, one hand out, one hand in. They're not 2 hands on you yet, and they're just reaching and grabbing, and so it's good for us. And I told these kids before the year, I think I said this before, but we were going to put them through the fire before we got to district tournament and or to district play. And we've done that. So, and we're not finished yet, because we still got some quality opponents before we get there.
How prepared do you think this team is for district? Because you have played a pretty tough schedule to date so far.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to be very prepared. I told them that there's nothing that they'll see in district play that they haven't seen yet. You know, and maybe even a notch above what we'll see in district. Not to say that we're going to walk through the district or anything like that, but they won't see anybody more athletic or more physical than Warren County.
Right.
They won't see anybody that shoots the ball any better than Smith County probably. So, I mean, Cannon is another team. Cannon, Smith, Warren, those guys are going to have a shot to go to Murfreesboro, I'd say.
I know at the beginning of the season when you're going in, you kind of have a feel for your team, what your team's going to look like. You're now 17 games in. Is there anything that's changed about the way you view this team for better or worse?
Not really. I thought we would shoot the ball a little bit better than we have, and we have at times. We are a little bit inconsistent. I don't know, scheme wise, probably for Chase and Elliot, they're not going to let them stand on the 3-point line, so they've had to adjust to that some. Porter as a freshman last year, you play as a sophomore this year. Everybody knows you, so people were making adjustments. I think just the competitive nature. I feel like that we have another step or two that we can go just to compete, not in and not out, and not even in games, but just in practice, competing with each other.
Sure.
The thing that I would like to see out of us, and I've told them, and it's it won't be any surprise to them, that our mental toughness has got to be better. Sometimes when things go wrong, we get emotional in the wrong way.
Right.
You got to take your feelings out of it. It's okay to be emotional, to be excited about playing the game. But you can't wear your feelings on your sleeve because the referees don't care and the other players don't care.
Yeah.
So, that's one thing that I want to see, moving forward. I just want us to be more mentally tough.
Kelly?
So knowing that you have this many, you're playing mainly underclassmen. I know that Chase and, I went blank on his name. You got another junior.
Keith.
Yes. I know they've played some, but now they're kind of thrown to the fire because you did graduate some very good seniors over the past 2 years. How do you scheme with knowing you have younger players that may be physically outmatched or mentally because they haven't been through the fire yet?
Well, I mean, I don't really treat them any different just because they're younger. I told them, not long ago, we've said, we're a young team, but now we're 15, 16 games in, and that's no longer an excuse anymore. So, I just try to put them in situations. Now, really, the big thing for playing young kids is defensively, you got to scheme some things up because you're not always going to be able to match up man for man. And we tried to switch up our defenses a little bit last night, and at times I thought we did a pretty good job. But they had, they got some kids that can shoot it, and if you don't get there quick, they're going to let it fly.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't think we did a great job on closing out on shooters at times last night, and I think they went on a run or two because of that. But just really, you just gotta keep grinding. It's a long season. We tell them, it's long games and it's a long season.
Yeah.
So you got to keep grinding, and you got to just keep that mental toughness. The effort's got to be there, and if the effort's there, all the other stuff will take care of itself.
I know that I've watched the Smith County game, and you had Drew come in and play pretty physical, and he's younger, but in kind of his first taste of playing. Love to hear you said there was a JV game last night, and then it was a rough game, but that's great that you're getting to play those younger players. You don't always get. I know when we were in school, there was a freshman team.
Which is something I'd love to get back to, just to be honest with you. I'd love to have a freshman team maybe next year. So kind of thinking through that and, maybe working on that too. So because I know I'll have a pretty big freshman group coming, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want them, you don't want those kids just to see it. We're going to end up playing about 13 or 14 JV games this year, which is great for us. But at the same time, if you have 10 freshmen coming next year and you're playing 14 JV games, you'd love to have that many freshman games too, so they're not, sitting for a year without, being in a competitive situation.
I think that would help the program a whole lot. I mean, just knowing, and it's nothing you can do when you got to go out and compete against seniors. You can't always throw a freshman out there. Just like when I coached junior high, you couldn't throw a 6th grader out there when you played a bunch of 8th graders. So I think that's really great. So talk about how they have, what their maturity has come and how you approach them getting to shoot better when they're not shooting well.
Well, I mean, you just gotta keep shooting. We shoot a lot during practice. The thing is, the gun is great. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. The shoot-away gun where, you put it under the rim and it automatically shoots to you. And we were talking about this last night. The gun is great. It's great for habits, for form, for all those things. You can get a ton of shots up by yourself. You don't have to have anybody with you because it's going to shoot it to you. It rebounds it for you. But when you play a team like Warren County and that time frame that you have to catch and shoot shrinks.
Yeah.
So we got to get in a place where when we practice, on the gun or when we're doing shooting drills or whatever, that's got to be, we got to think about those things. Like I got to, when the ball's come to me, I got to jump to the ball and I got to be ready to let it go, because that gap, especially for good shooters, they're not going to let you just catch it and toe the line, So you gotta incorporate. I think we have a hard time I think the kids have a hard time putting in their mind game situations while they're just doing drills. It almost seems pointless to them. So that's one thing we got to get to. I think like at Smith County, we shot the ball really well the first half. And then the second half we didn't. So we just got to be more consistent. It's there. I mean, I said all before the year started, I thought we would average 9 to 10 threes a game.
Is it very contagious? Like if somebody makes a shot, 5 more fall?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I
somebody misses.
That's just like anything. Winning's contagious, losing's contagious, all that stuff's contagious.
Sure.
And when you shoot the ball poorly, sometimes your defense suffers a little bit because it's so hard to keep that grind of I got to go down here and get a stop. I got to play my tail off, and then we go down and we get an open look and we miss it, and then you got to do it all over again.
Yeah.
So mentally tough. Mentally, you gotta be tough in those stretches because there's going to be stretches like that throughout a game.
Yep. Let's get to our guys here, Porter. We want to start with you and. Let's talk about the transition, going from 8th grade to high school, then from your 9th grade year to this year. What have been some of the biggest adjustments that you've had to make, and what maybe has been your biggest area of growth you feel like during that 2-year span?
I'd say the difference is definitely the speed of the game. I feel like every year it just keeps getting faster. I'd say the growth from last year to this year is that I'm looking to shoot the ball a lot more. I feel like last year I was too scared to, put one up. Now it's just like when I'm open, I'm shooting it.
How much of an advantage has it been for you having got minutes last year as a freshman, and now you come into your sophomore year with that game experience in your pocket?
I mean, it's great because, I know I kind of get a gist of how the game's going to go, and so I can adjust more, quickly and more confidently.
Elliot, I can ask you those same questions because you've gone and made that transition 8th grade to 9th grade. You played quite a bit last year to 10th grade. What's been some areas of growth that you've seen in your game in particular?
One of the main things is just being able to play defense and just being more physical because the difference in physicality from high school to middle school is just a huge difference. So you just kind of have to learn that early and then adjust to it and just be more physical.
Porter mentioned the speed of the game. How do you adjust to that? What do you work on to kind of adjust to that speed of the game?
Well, we like to get it up and push it up the floor and get everything going. But then, every once in a while, you need to slow it down because one of the main goals of teams like Warren County is just to try to rush you when they're on defense and try to rush you and make you shoot shots you don't really want to shoot. So a lot of the time, you just need to kind of slow it down and get your type of shots. I'm
going to ask you, and I'm going to ask Chase the same question. You're a shooter. And when you go out there, and Coach kind of talked about this, it can be contagious if you go out there and you make, 2 or 3 in a row, or if you miss 2 or 3 in a row. How do you handle that, especially if you're in a bit of a shooting slump? What do you kind of try to focus on to get yourself, to stay, as he says, mentally focused and get back to the game that you want to play?
Yeah, it's Wait, let me think.
As a shooter, as a shooter, it's kind of difficult if you're in a funk. Is there things that you try to focus on to try to get yourself out of that?
You just really need to zone everything out. You just kind of need to, focus on what you're doing and the goal. You don't need to worry about the defense, worry about anything else, how loud it is, what the refs are calling. You kind of just need to focus on your type of game and the goal, and just whenever you shoot, you just got to focus on that.
Chase, I'll ask you that same question.
I think the biggest thing is just forgetting. Just forgetting it and keep playing. Whether you miss one, make one, just keep shooting. There was one time a college coach that said have a memory of a goldfish and just forget everything.
I got a memory of a goldfish already. And I don't even play basketball.
That happens. So my question to Chase is, I know you go out and you play with a lot of different people. How has that helped? How has that improved your game? Seeing different competition, because I know you play some AAU and you have some friends that you play with in Murfreesboro and stuff. How has that helped you in bringing it back to here in your game?
To me, that just going and playing basketball in general, like whether you're playing with people in gym class or playing with people anywhere else, just playing in general, you're getting better. As long as your main goal while you're playing is working on something you need to get better at, as if it's dribbling, shooting, or whatever it is, as long as that's your main focus while you're playing, like you're going to get better. But playing with different competition, whether no matter who it's from or like where they're from or anything, it's just good seeing, like for me, it's helped me see different people or how different people play, how to guard different people, or just anything like that.
That's the part you want to absorb as a player. You want them to have that memory. You want them to absorb things, but you do as shooters. You want them to have short-term memory, and I mean, you never make any of the shots you don't take.
That's true. That's true.
We told him the other day, I think Coach Randolph, I don't know if it was these guys or some other guys, he said it would do y'all some good to go play basketball pickup games with a bunch of 30-year-old men.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Just because physically they can't do it the way they used to do it, but mentally they can still think the game. So they just, I mean, you know how it is. If you get 5 30-year-old guys that's never played basketball together, they can still play basketball together because they just know how to play basketball.
Right.
So, and we tell them that all the time. So, but
I don't know if you know this, but Porter got some new basketball shoes. Do you happen to know why?
I don't know why, Kelly.
Oh, I got to see a picture. He blew out some shoes. I've never seen.
What?
I've never.
All right. What happened?
Zion Williams. Well, here's the thing. Sometimes I feel like a parent, but to these guys. But we just had this conversation like maybe a week before this happened. I said, "Dude, you need some new shoes.
Yeah,
them are looking pretty ratty." And lo and behold, Porter, what happened?
Stepped down and my foot just came right out my shoe.
Blew the whole sole off of it. It was so bad they had to bring the broom out to sweep up the.
Was this during a game?
During a Smith County game.
Yeah, second quarter of the Smith County game.
Oh man!
So when I was in college, which we didn't do this at Vol State, but at Southern Miss, my first year there, at Christmas they came out and they gave you a brand new pair of shoes, and I was like, "Well, I just got the other ones broke in." They're like, "Time for some new ones." And so in college, I don't know, some colleges even change them gamely.
Yeah.
But yeah, they told us, things like, "Nope, you've used them enough. You're going to have to get another pair."
See, he's got that guy mentality. If it's comfortable, we're not going to throw it away.
Porter's got that superstition. Those were his shoes, and he didn't want to change his shoes.
I love those shoes.
Did you buy some exactly like them?
I couldn't find they discontinued them.
eBay. Go to eBay.
I might have to look at that.
You have to go to eBay. Sorry, Miss Alex. Sorry.
He probably got LeBron's this time.
Why don't you get you some Jordans? Because he was the real basketball player, not
we
LeBron.
don't want to get that started. We'll never get out of here.
We will be here for a good 45 minutes to start talking about
They
this.
already know. They already know because I try to send you some that.
Yeah, we can't talk any sense into him.
Well, not Porter.
He's just an old head, so it is.
Oh man, this is too much fun. All right, are you out of questions?
No,
Did Casey
but
not give you any?
I will say this: you're younger than me, and he never called me old. I think he knew better.
Hey, you got more hair than I got, I guess.
Is this the kind of thing that makes you want to grow your hair back so you can pull it out?
No. Well, I think that's the reason why I don't have any. I always rubbed the front of my head when I was, in the basketball game, mad or whatever.
Hey, did y'all know Coach Agee used to have a mullet and he permed it?
I did.
I can show y'all pictures from sixth grade.
And if I could have one now, I'd have it.
You made their day.
Do you know one of my friends has a skullet?
Well,
That's what you should do. That's what you should do.
I don't know if I do that. But.
Casey, make it happen.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's do some fun questions. Porter, you're down 2. There's 5 seconds on the clock. Somebody's going to take a 3 to win the game for you. Who's taking the 3-pointer?
Elliot.
Why Elliot?
He's the best 3-point shooter I've ever seen.
All right, ever seen? That's high praise right there.
Ever seen?
Yeah. I've seen you shoot some shots, and it's like, wow. I will admit.
All right, Elliot. I remember your dad when he played. Your games are similar. I see a lot of similarities between you and him. Does he ever, kind of rib you about him being a better player? Or does he think you're the better player?
He never really tries to compare us. He always has something to say after the games, though. He's always trying to tell me what I did wrong, get everything. And he just tells me He doesn't really say he's a whole better basketball player. He just says he was a better shooter than me.
Okay.
That's what he says.
Do you think he's still today a better shooter than you?
We go outside and we play horse quite a bit, and he beats me a majority of the time. So,
all right, Chase, if y'all are on a trip somewhere and somebody is going to get everybody in trouble, who is that person going to be?
I'd have to say John. John. There's no telling what John's going to pull out. It's not going to be nothing like crazy, but it's just going to be like little nitpicky stuff.
Is he going to get y'all in trouble and he did nothing?
Yeah,
probably. That sounds about right. Yeah.
Smart kid. I mean, love these kids to death, but they're not sneaky about nothing. They'll just like, yeah, I did it. Oh my gosh.
I kind of said that John's like the older uncle that everybody loves on the team. You know?
Yeah. Well, guys, I know it's been a fun season. I know you've had some ups and downs, but I think the best is yet to come. District play right around the corner here in a couple of weeks, and keep up the hard work. Thank you all for joining us this morning. We sure appreciate it.
Appreciate you having us.
All right, Coach Joey Agee, Porter Hancock, Elliot Barnes, and Chase Young. When we come back, we will be talking Lady Tiger basketball. Stick with us. This is DC Blitz, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
It seems like the cost of everything is on the rise, but Erie Insurance can help make sure your auto insurance premium isn't one of them. Avoid rate increases with Erie Rate Lock. Even if you have a claim, your rates won't go up until you change your car, driver, or address.
Your Erie agent is DeKalb County Insurance. Get a quote today at DeKalbInsurance.net.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Other conditions and limitations at ErieInsurance.com. Go to ErieInsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
Prompt, professional, and courteous healthcare services. That's what you find when you visit Good Health Family Clinic, 414 East Broad Street in Smithville. When you're on the go, you can't afford to be sick. The staff at Good Health Family Clinic is committed to getting you back on your feet and feeling better as soon as possible. They are locally owned, so you know you're being helped by people from right here at home, who you know and trust. Good Health Family Clinic accepts most insurances and is currently accepting new patients. Call to schedule an appointment, 615-597-4432. Good Health Family Clinic. Your family's good health is our mission.
Smithville FBC is proud to support DC Blitz and all DeKalb sports. We have a place for you to call home on Sunday mornings and Wednesday night. We have nursery available. Pre-K through 5th graders are welcome to join Faith Kids. 6th through 12th graders are welcome to join FBC students, and everyone's outside of that is welcome to join all of our adult ministries. We meet Wednesday nights at 6, and Sunday morning small groups begin at 9 with worship at 10. Join us at Smithville FBC. It's a place to call home.
Ignite HVAC Electrical and Plumbing is one of the top HVAC contractors in Middle Tennessee, offering both residential and commercial sales, installation, and services. We want to set ourselves apart from the rest of the HVAC industry by providing a seamless experience from your project start to finish. We are constantly improving our skills to continue to meet every expectation for our customers. Let Ignite serve your HVAC electrical and plumbing needs. 615-597-0100.
In the heart of Smithville, by the tranquil waters of Center Hill Lake, one name stands out in real estate: Lake Homes Realty and the Tony Luna Group. With over 25 years of experience and a track record of over $100 million in local sales, Tony Luna is the expert you can trust. Whether you're selling your cherished home or seeking that perfect lakeside retreat, Tony's commitment ensures you'll get top dollar for your property. Call 615-210-9522 and take the first step towards your real estate success.
Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations has served the Upper Cumberland area as a premier auto glass shop since 2011. Located at 1620 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookville, our business offers chipped glass repair, glass replacement, windshield repair, and much more. Plus, on-site service is available. We also offer free mobile installation. We look forward to assisting our customers with any and all windshield repairs. For all your auto glass needs, stop by Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations. Phone 931-979-7339.
Just like the excitement of the big game, life is filled with unforgettable moments. At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, we understand that when the final moment comes, you want to honor those moments with dignity and care. Whether you're celebrating a life well lived or finding solace in a time of grief, our compassionate staff is here to provide the support you need. Love Cantrell Funeral Home is a proud sponsor of DeKalb County Athletics through 3 generations. At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, love is not only in our name, but also in our services.
Care makes for better banking. It's what turns transactions into trust and customers into neighbors. At Wellworth Bank, we see the people behind the numbers, the families building futures, the dreamers starting new journeys. We believe care should come standard because you're worth it. You always have been. Wellworth Bank. Care in common.
Brain Your Brake offers made in the USA, assembled in the USA, and world-sourced brake lines so that they can meet all levels of market demand. That helps them maintain a good, better, and best approach to giving customers the options they need to succeed with ease. Ranger Brake has a second-to-none qualifying process which ensures each and every product is certified before it's actually sold in the USA. By providing qualified products that are tested in the USA, Ranger Brake is doing their part to keep it safe out on the roads. Ranger Brake, proud supporters of all DeKalb County athletics.
Smithville Church of Christ invites you to come worship with us. Smithville Church of Christ believes that God is a relational being who exists as Father, Son, and Spirit. That human beings have a created likeness to God which makes each of us eternally valuable. That salvation is the free gift of God, received through faith and expressed through confession, repentance, and baptism. That personal transformation, a process initiated by God's grace, gathers momentum as our will is increasingly brought into alignment with God's will. Come visit Smithville Church of Christ any Sunday or Wednesday night as we study together and worship our Lord.
Bad Boy Mowers' legendary reputation for strength, performance, and value is now available with Bad Boy tractors. From mid-size to subcompact models powered by 22 to 35 horsepower water-cooled diesel engines, your tractor work just got real easy. On the farm, the ranch, or even around the house, Bad Boy tractors deliver power and durability all day, every day. Bad Boy tractors work with an attitude. Find your big boy tractor at Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville. Visit them online at thesouthernlandscapesupply.com.
DC Blitz presented by DeKalb County Insurance. We go from talking Tiger basketball to Lady Tiger basketball. Assistant Lady Tiger coach Brandon Fox joining us this morning. Brooke Fuson, Lillie Young, Chloe VanVranken. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Y'all sound so excited after having won a game last night. Coach, we'll start with you. And Coach Allie, a little under the weather, has been battling some flu symptoms. We send our best out to her. But what a game she came last night. And, man, y'all gutted out a good win over Warren County last night. Just kind of an ugly at times game, but you battle back in the fourth period and get a big win for your team.
Yeah, that was a win that we needed during the Christmas tournament. We were up 12 most of the game. And there's a quarter, like how it's been all year, that we didn't play the best, and then they started coming back, and then we lost by 4 in overtime. So we knew going into last night that this was a winnable game for us, and we did the little things right when we needed to do them, like beating the press. I think we did a really good job first quarter beating the press, and then they backed out of it, and then they didn't start pressing us again until late in the fourth quarter. And then that's when we don't do the best. When teams back away from press, then they start pressing again. We just lose it, I think. And last night we did a really good job at executing when we needed to. So, good.
I felt like it wasn't your best shooting night. Had a lot of, I know, especially in the first half, open looks, just the ball wouldn't go for you. I know that can get frustrating. How do you keep them focused and, shake that off and just, keep in front of you what's coming up and not worry about what you've done?
Yeah, that's the thing that we preach all the time is just mindset, next play mentality. If you're focused on the play that you messed up on, that next play, you're going to make a mistake. You're going to pick up a foul when you don't need it. One thing that we've been doing here lately, the past couple of weeks, is on Sunday afternoons after church, all the girls are coming in the gym and getting shots up. So I think that's going to help pay off this time of the year and when we get ready for district play, because we played some really good ball teams early on. So I think going into district, if we keep playing well and shooting the ball, taking the right shots, because there's times that we force shots. And then the shots are going to fall. It's just shooting the right shot.
Sure. I asked Coach Agee this about the boys. I'll ask you about the girls. You kind of know have an expectation or just sort of know what your team is when you're going into the season before you played that first game. Now you're 17 games in. Does that still kind of match up, or are you seeing some things about this team maybe you didn't expect when the season was getting underway?
Well, coming in, I mean, I was looking from the outside the past couple of years, and now being a part of it, the mindset was the biggest thing. And then during the summer, we had a really good summer. I think the girls went 11-3, and I think the previous year they might have won one game. So that was growth there. So going into the regular season, I'm a coach where I don't like to lose at all, and I want to win every single game if possible. But realistically, it's not going to happen. But the expectations are always high, and the girls want to win. They want to compete, and that's something that we haven't seen last year or the years prior, I think. So this group, it's a really good group of girls that's starting to buy in at the right time of the year when you want to start playing your best basketball.
Kelly?
Knowing that you've played 17 games and what you have seen out of those games, and you face some tougher competition, and do you think that they are prepared for what's coming, or are there still things that y'all have got to? I know shooting is shooting. Shooting comes and goes, and that's not something you can take in the right shots. Yes, shooting and rhythm, all those things. Those are they there for ready for district play? Like they can match up against this defense, they can play this offense, they can run this, or are there still things you're trying to implement?
There's things that we're going to implement as the season goes on, but I think we're ready for this new district that we're in, and I think it's going to be better for us and the boys as we get into that, because we don't know. I think there's a couple times that we played a few of these teams, but we really don't know much about them. But I think the girls are ready for it. Our man-to-man is what's been working. And I think that's what we need to continue to do, press and drop back in the man. And then on offense, it's just about slowing the ball down. There's times where there's one pass and we shoot it, and we don't need to. There's times to play fast. There's times to play slow. Last night was the first night that we played a complete game. I don't know if any of you were at the Smith County game, but we competed with Smith County until the last 4 minutes in the third quarter. I think I think we went up 1 or 2 in the third. Coach Farrell, he called a timeout. He's a great coach. He started pressing again, and then it turned into a 1-2 point lead to a 20-point game really fast. So that's the thing. We were there with them, and then last night that's when we played the complete game. We beat the press. That's our biggest struggle right now, is getting set in a press break and executing it. And last night, I think we did a good job down the stretch to pull out the win.
Now, knowing that, like, I'm just going to go with Smith County. Knowing, last year they went to the state tournament and all the things, and that you could compete with them. How do you make the girls understand that was a win, even though it wasn't a win, and carry that into the district play? Because I don't know that anybody you play in your district, Watertown possibly, is going to be as tough as what Smith County puts out there on the floor. And I say that with Smith County, they've got the pressing game, they've got the inside game, they've got a half-court game. I mean, like, they are very much a chameleon. They can kind of adapt to whatever they need to play, and that's a great thing to have as a team. Mm-hmm. But you have played that team. You've had some successes. I know when I played, we were playing Livingston and Jackson County, who were winning the state tournament every year. And so when we had wins, Coach Foster was, tried to say, well, we had a win with this. We did this really well. Let's build upon this. How are you taking that approach with the girls?
Yeah, I mean, coming from last year's season to this year's season, the mindset's different. So that's step one. So Smith County's a big. They've been good for the past few years. So anytime that we are in even half of the game with them, that's a win. I mean, as a coach, as players, you don't want to lose, but when you're competing against a team that went to the state last year, and they graduated a few players last year as well, but they still have the Emory Jones girl, which we saw her in middle school, and she's different. Chloe did a really good job at defending her. Then we got their big player in foul trouble early. I mean, those two things are wins right there to me. The only thing that's frustrating is the press, because they didn't do anything special. All it was a 2-2-1 press, and that's the easiest type of press to beat. I mean, they didn't trap out of it; they trapped on the sidelines. So, if we clean that up, we're gonna be good. I think we competed with them for 3.5 quarters. It was just that one half, and they blew it up. So to me, it was a win, even though we lost. But there's things that we can do to get better.
Chloe, as we'll start our player interviews here. This is your senior season. Is it going by way too fast?
A little bit, yeah. It's definitely crazy that it's already almost halfway done, but really just got to leave it out on the court and just have fun while you can.
Looking at this team this year compared maybe to last year's team, but what are some of the biggest changes you've seen and some of the biggest improvements you've seen on this team?
The mindset is definitely better. I think our offense is a lot more calmer too, and I just feel like we have more energy out on the court this year.
When it comes to energy, you probably lead the way in that as far as getting up and down the court quickly. Offense, defense, what do you enjoy playing most?
Probably defense, I just like getting after people.
Lillie, taking a look at your game, what's been your biggest improvement you feel like since last year up to this year?
Probably being more confident in the post, going up against people that are bigger than me, so I have to be confident to just go up through them.
What are some things that you try to use to your advantage when you're going up against people that are bigger than you?
I try to go up so that they foul me, because it's easy if you're taller than someone to come down and to foul, whether if you're going up against a taller person. So.
What are some things that the coaches are still talking to you about that they want to see you improve in, some areas?
Definitely defense, and even though I have improved on my confidence, just getting more confident and shooting mid-range and going up through the post.
Brooke, what do you feel like is your strongest asset in your game, the strongest part of it?
Definitely my defense. My offense, I freak out most of the time. But, yeah, my defense has definitely improved. And
now, what makes you freak out on offense?
I don't know. I just see people coming after me. I'm like, oh, crap. What do I do?
So you're not going to be the one taking the shot at the end of the game?
Absolutely not.
What are some things that you do that you work on practice or maybe in your alone time to kind of help defensively, to be the kind of defensive stopper that you want to be?
Definitely like footwork and stuff. And I like try and guard Chloe or even Allie. She's small. She's, of course, going to be faster than me. So during practice, we do like a one-on-one, like go full court. You can only go so far, like from free throw line to the sideline, and I get after her and do my best, try to stay down and just to, get after each other.
Who is the hardest person to guard in practice?
Probably Chloe.
Okay. Lillie, who do you think?
Yeah, probably Chloe or Millie.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Chloe?
Definitely Millie.
Millie? Okay. All right.
What makes them hard to guard?
Well, Millie is taller than me, so I'm used to guarding shorter people, and I have length on my arms, but sometimes that doesn't always work with Millie.
Well, Millie, if she's on the post, I mean, she's just going to go through you. Sometimes she'll make it, sometimes she won't. But
So I know I've seen Chloe play several times at the point guard. What I have noticed this year that not being critical, one thing last year I was like, she's got to know when to go and when to whoa, and it looks like this year you have figured that out, and you're doing a really good job with that. What has been the turning point from last year to this year?
Well, my teammates definitely keep me calm and just tell me when to just chill out and just move the ball around. So I think that has helped a lot, and I'm definitely more confident in my ball handling this year.
Lillie, now I remember I remember Jordan playing. Do you have Jordan's temper?
Sometimes, yes.
I've seen Lillie get a little.
So, but the reason I ask that, does that help you playing in the post? Because in the post, you have to kind of be aggressive, and you have to. I mean, you're for some reason, and I know I am. For some reason, girls can't stand this. They cannot stand to be touched, and then it turns into a slap and fight. And it's from grade school all the way through college. It still happens in college. But you got to have a temperament that you got to, one, get over it, but two, you've got to be able to play through some things. Having a little bit of a mean streak to you you have to have that mean streak in the post to play, because I mean it's rough down there. Yeah. So has that helped you in your game?
Definitely on defense. Like the Smith County game, I was tapping and pushing, and she got really mad at me and started elbowing and stuff, and I was like, well, I mean, that's what it is to be a post. You got to suck it up and kind of play through it. But a lot of times on offense, when I'm posting up, people don't do that to me often, and if they do, I just work through it, play through it. It doesn't really matter to me.
They might be afraid of you. See, I mean, you can get a reputation for she's mean, so don't mess with her. Brooke, you're talking about you freak out on offense, and I can see that because sometimes the defense. I've noticed you've worked really hard, and Coach Fox has even bragged about how hard you have worked this year, and I have seen it. So tell me how you think you can get better with not freaking out on offense.
Just like in practice, like again, us getting after each other, like we can work on like traps or stuff, because we do that, and I can just handle the ball and work my way from there.
Is handling the ball what you freak out about, or is it shooting what you freak out about?
Handling the ball.
You just gotta. Yeah, that's easy. It's just like a throwdown. It's just like a throwdown. You're just gonna take 2 dribbles out and be strong with that ball. So, am I? Is that?
She is a strong player. Just she panics when they get the pressure in her, and if get them on your hip.
One good elbow, that panic will go away. It might cost you a foul, but I'm just saying.
It did the other day.
Mm-hmm. See, and did it get better? Like they leave you alone a little bit?
No, sometimes I don't know.
You got to get the right one. Now you got to know. It's kind of like you got to cut the head off snake. You got to get the right person. One good foul, and they'll go back and tell everybody else. No, don't mess with that one too much.
Coach, you do have district coming up in a couple of weeks, and I know you talked about the preparation for that. Somewhat, you've got, I think, 3 more games before district gets underway. How prepared do you feel this team truly is going into the district schedule? Because the schedule you mentioned, playing the Smith counties, you've been in a couple tournaments, you've seen some good competition. Once you get to district, how ready are these girls going to be?
I think they're going to be ready. We've played tough competition for a reason, so we can be more prepared for district. I think it's going to be between us and Watertown for the number 1. Macon. I mean, Macon's pretty good as well. Don't know much about Central Magnet. They're hit or miss sometimes, but if we play defense, but we take care of the basketball, I think we can compete with the best of them. It's just the mindset. If they want to do it, they will. If not, then it's not going to get done.
Sure.
So, but I think we're almost prepared. We're close. These next couple games are going to be huge for us. Get ready for it. But it's go time.
It's go time. Sure is.
Okay,
all right.
I have a fun question.
Okay, I was going to say, I did the fun questions last time.
This came from Casey.
Uh-oh. You got a Casey question. Look out.
Lillie, who was your favorite junior pro coach?
I guess Casey. That's the only one I remember.
See, that's he's fishing. He's fishing. That ain't fair.
Okay, so Brooke, if you have to go up against anybody like that you've played so far, who is your favorite person just to turn around and get a complete charge called on you because you're going to take them down?
Honestly, I don't know.
You haven't been that mad at nobody? Okay.
I mean, I do get mad, but I just get over it really easily and just go on. I'm like, whatever.
I thought she was going to ask her who she want to smack upside the head when they do it.
That's easy. She's going to say Aubrey. Everybody knew that. Okay, so Chloe, I have noticed you are very animated when you get a foul called on you. And you're like, no, I didn't. And I'm like, yeah, girls on the floor. How do you channel your animations and not get a technical for screaming at the referee?
I don't even know, to be honest. I've done good this year, but past 3 years, I think I've gotten at least 2 texts every year.
So hey, you haven't got a technical this year?
Not yet.
She said yet.
Well,
can't promise you.
We're 17 games in. Speaking of technical, I heard from a very good source that someone got a technical the other day in a junior pro game. Oh, would that be any of you girls, or would that you know who that is? Have y'all heard this story? This may be breaking news.
I saw
Where's
it.
the sounder?
You know who's
Lillie, what did you see?
So I work at Junior Pro, so I walked out of the little concession stand, and my person I work with, she was like, he is going crazy. And I walked out and I was like, that's Brandon. And he was like, and running and yelling. And all I see is Jordan, my brother. He was like, I was like, oh no.
Did you have a good family discussion about, hey, you cannot give my coach a technical, it might affect my playing time?
Right.
Well, he came in there after the game and he was like, and I was like, I'm not going to tell him that you're my brother. Because I didn't know that he knew, but yeah.
Now, do y'all see this side of Coach Fox at practice? I know you don't see it at the games because he's pretty calm at the games. Because
every once in a while, I feel like Coach
Yeah.
Fox is usually pretty calm, but
when he
can
slams
definitely-
his clipboard down,
you
know it's
I go
it's
back
the
and watch
end.
film, and I can just see him just on the bench.
Kelly's coached with me enough. I'm like, Kelly, give me this timeout. Let me go crazy on these kids real quick.
I tried to let him coach the JV. And there was one time, I can't remember what happened, and I'm at the other end of the bench, and I just stood up and went, timeout. We need a timeout right now. And he just kind of looked at me, and he was like, you can do that? And I was like, yeah, just don't do it too much in a varsity game because I might need those timeouts at the end of the game.
Well, ladies, I know last night was a lot of fun. You've got a team. It's fun to watch. I think you're going to have a lot of success in district, and we're looking forward to getting to that part of the schedule. But some games in between. Good luck throughout the rest of the season. And, of course, as always, we're big fans, and we're going to be pulling for you.
Thank
you.
Thank you all so much for joining us this morning. Coach Brandon Fox and members of the Lady Tigers joining us on this segment of DC Blitz. We're going to come back and take a look at the week ahead. What's coming up in DeKalb County Sports? This is DC Blitz presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
At DeKalb County Insurance, we proudly support our local sports teams, always rooting for the Saints, Bulldogs, Tigers, and Vols. And off the field, we're here for our community too, helping you understand your Medicare options with care and clarity. We're not affiliated with Medicare, but we're here to help you make informed decisions by finding the best plan that fits your healthcare needs. Open enrollment for 2025 runs from October 15th to December 7th. Give us a call to set up your Medicare evaluation at 615-597-0660, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Please note, we do not offer every plan available in your area. Any information we provide is limited to plans we do offer. Go to Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE to get information on all of your options.
Prompt, professional, and courteous healthcare services. That's what you find when you visit Good Health Family Clinic, 414 East Broad Street in Smithville. When you're on the go, you can't afford to be sick. The staff at Good Health Family Clinic is committed to getting you back on your feet and feeling better as soon as possible. They are locally owned, so you know you're being helped by people from right here at home, who you know and trust. Good Health Family Clinic accepts most insurances and is currently accepting new patients. Call to schedule an appointment, 615-597-4432. Good Health Family Clinic. Your family's good health is our mission.
Smithville FBC is proud to support DC Blitz and all DeKalb Sports. We have a place for you to call home on Sunday mornings and Wednesday night. We have nursery available. Pre-K through 5th graders are welcome to join Faith Kids. 6th through 12th graders are welcome to join FBC students, and everyone's outside of that is welcome to join all of our adult ministries. We meet Wednesday nights at 6, and Sunday morning small groups begin at 9 with worship at 10. Join us at Smithville FBC. It's a place to call home.
Home Surveillance is your trusted partner in video surveillance equipment. Our team understands the critical importance of safeguarding your family and securing your business assets. We offer comprehensive solutions tailored to your specific needs, ensuring peace of mind through advanced technology and expert installation. As a locally owned and operated business, we take pride in our community and strive to build lasting relationships with our customers. Let Home Surveillance help you protect the things most important to you. Give us a call at 615-597-6287. In the heart of Smithville, by the tranquil waters of Center Hill Lake, one name stands out in real estate: Lake Homes Realty and the Tony Luna Group. With over 25 years of experience and a track record of over $100 million in local sales, Tony Luna is the expert you can trust. Whether you're selling your cherished home or seeking that perfect lakeside retreat, Tony's commitment ensures you'll get top dollar for your property. Call 615-210-9522 and take the first step towards your real estate success.
Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations has served the Upper Cumberland area as a premier auto glass shop since 2011. Located at 1620 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookville, our business offers chipped glass repair, glass replacement, windshield repair, and much more. Plus, on-site service is available. We also offer free mobile installation. We look forward to assisting our customers with any and all windshield repairs. For all your auto glass needs, stop by Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations. Phone 931-979-7339.
At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, we understand that this life is a journey filled with highs and lows. Just as every game has its final whistle, so too does every life have its final moment. When that time comes, Love Cantrell Funeral Home would love the opportunity to earn your trust. We provide compassionate care and professional services to fit your family's financial needs. Love Cantrell Funeral Home has been a proud sponsor of all DeKalb County athletics for over 65 years. Love Cantrell Funeral Home, where love is not only in our name, but also in our services.
Care makes for better banking. It's what turns transactions into trust and customers into neighbors. At Wellworth Bank, we see the people behind the numbers, the families building futures, the dreamers starting new journeys. We believe care should come standard because you're worth it. You always have been. Wellworth Bank. Care in common.
Ranger brake offers made in the USA, assembled in the USA, and world-sourced brake lines so that they can meet all levels of market demand. That helps them maintain a good, better, and best approach to giving customers the options they need to succeed with ease. Ranger Brake has a second-to-none qualifying process which ensures each and every product is certified before it's actually sold in the USA. By providing qualified products that are tested in the USA, Ranger Brake is doing their part to keep it safe out on the roads. Ranger Brake, proud supporters of all DeKalb County athletics.
Smithville Church of Christ invites you to come worship with us. Smithville Church of Christ believes that God is a relational being who exists as Father, Son, and Spirit. That human beings have a created likeness to God which makes each of us eternally valuable. That salvation is the free gift of God, received through faith and expressed through confession, repentance, and baptism. That personal transformation, a process initiated by God's grace, gathers momentum as our will is increasingly brought into alignment with God's will. Come visit Smithville Church of Christ any Sunday or Wednesday night as we study together and worship our Lord.
For 20 years, Southern Landscape Supply has been your hometown lawn care source in DeKalb County and the Upper Cumberland. From mowers and tractors to seed, fertilizer, parts, and service, we've got all your lawn care needs covered. Plus, we have the top name brands available, from Bad Boy to Hustler, Shindaiwa, Red Max, and more. When it comes to your lawn, don't play around with the rest when you can have the best. Southern Landscape Supply, your neighbor in lawn care. 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookville.
DC Blitz presented by DeKalb County Insurance and sponsored by Good Health Family Clinic, Holmes Group, Ignite HVAC, Electrical and Plumbing, Liberty Auto Glass, Wellworth Bank, Love Cantrell Funeral Home, Ranger Brakes, Smithville Church of Christ, Smithville First Baptist Church, Southern Landscape Supply, and the Tony Luna Group of Lake Holmes Realty. Coming up 2 weeks from today will be the 2026 Spring Season Country Breakfast to benefit the DeKalb County High School Tigerette softball program. It will be held 2 weeks from today on January 24th. 6 until 10 a.m. at Kilgore's Restaurant. If you don't know where Kilgore's is, you obviously have not been here in this county very long. But $12 will get you a big old plate of breakfast and a drink, and all the proceeds will go to benefit the DCHS softball program. Mark your calendars 2 weeks from today. All you early birds can get there at 6 and get the good stuff while it's still good and hot. 6 until 10 o'clock to benefit.
Roll through about 7:45 so I can come here and then I come here.
What are you cooking?
I'm not cooking for that.
She didn't cook today. We had to eat.
Yeah, which is like holidays over.
Well, it's been so. It's
My
first
point.
week. It's first week back to school, and we're skating. So skating with 5th and up is easy peasy. Skating with kindergarten, 1st and 2nd is a little bit crazy. And so I was just worn out last night. My mom and dad hi mom, dad. Mom wanted me to help her fix something. So I went to the house and I helped her fix. And so it was like 5:30 and I had planned on going to the basketball game. And then at the last minute, they decided not. And then the football game came on, and I thought, okay, last night's game was really good. This game's going to be really good, but it wasn't.
It wasn't.
So instead of cooking, I was helping Marley learn how to sew something. I was teaching her how to sew something. So I didn't get to cook last night, but I'll try to cook something next week.
Well, you spoiled us for 3 or 4 weeks, and we're
Sorry.
greatly appreciative.
Yeah. So, you get used to all that good food, and, and then we don't have it.
I'm so sorry. You'll have to think of something new for me to try to make.
Well, it's going to be a bit of a actually slower week of basketball coming up. Only one high school game this week. Middle school and West School winding down their regular seasons. DeKalb Middle School will be playing on Monday. In fact, the only game Monday night, DeKalb Middle School will play at Rickman. That's at 6 o'clock. There will be a girls' 6th grade game preceding that at 5 o'clock. Again, that's a non-conference game as the Saints and Lady Saints working toward closing out their schedule. Then Thursday night, the middle school basketball teams will be at Stone Memorial. 6 o'clock for the girls' game. There'll be JV action starting at 4:30. I want to shout out the middle school Saints JV team. 15-1. They lost a heartbreaker the other night to Avery Trace, 26-22. The only team that had beaten them up to that point was this same Stone Memorial team. But it came down to the last closing seconds. Avery Trace won a 4-point game, and Coach Quarles told me after the game, they shoot, when they get fouled, they don't shoot 2. For time's sake, they shoot 1 free throw, and that free throw determines whether you get 2 points or no points. They shot 1 of 10 from the free throw line, and so that was 18 points they left on the court, basically. They've had a great year, and Coach Quarles has been talking about that 6th grade bunch that he's got all season long, and buddy, I tell you, they've had a good year. They're going to be. He's not going to drop off very much after this year.
I think he's going to drop off on size a little bit as far as replacing a Skylar, replacing a Brantley Brooks, and that height. I don't know. Well, he's got some height. The little Curtis boy.
Yes,
he's got some height. So I think but I think there's some physical. But now it's the craziest thing. It stinks to be a junior high coach in April because I can remember these kids just take this, especially boys, take this big growth spurt from April to May, and you're like, why couldn't you be this big in November? Like, why did you have to wait 6 months? But so maybe some of his kids will come along in the physicality department. But as far as basketball players, we saw some of the 6, was it boys or girls? We saw it you and I saw it when we went to Avery Trace.
Yeah.
And their junior and their 5th and 6th, or I call it 5th and 6th grade. Their JV is really good. He's got, like I said, they just got to size up.
You mentioned growth spurts. If Bradley Brooks gets any taller, he's going to be 7 foot next year. So it's like every time I see that kid, he's grown another inch or two.
He just needs to put on about 20 pounds.
He does. Yeah, if he gets bulky, man, he's going to be
But hey,
tough.
that's great for you know what?
Baseball.
Because he's lefty. He'll be a first baseman coming in, that tall. Yep.
All right.
It's almost baseball and football season.
You're getting excited, aren't you?
Yes, football is finally going to be over in like a week or so.
No, there's another month. We got the Super Bowl.
Look,
and then the NFL draft.
The only reason people watch the NFL is because of that fantasy football. If they had to watch the NFL and there was no fantasy football, NFL would have been gone like soccer.
Oh, no, we want to watch the playoffs. I want to watch the playoffs. I don't even have a team in the playoffs, and I want to watch the playoffs.
I don't even know who's playing.
Well, that doesn't surprise me any.
I do know who's playing in the national title.
Well, good. Who are you pulling for?
Miami.
Miami. Why?
Because I don't like Indiana.
By the way, it's Michael Irvin. Has he tapped into the Cuban pipeline of cocaine or something? Have you seen him acting a fool after every game?
he and Ray Lewis are both at these games that Miami's playing in on the college playoff, and you're right. Irvin is just,
but now I will say
he's always been out there.
Yeah,
I was for Ole Miss. I really wanted Ole Miss to win. But
I wanted Ole Miss to win to spite Kiffin, even though Kiffin was still getting paid for every win they got. But
well, I just liked how I liked their kicker. See how that players. Their kicker was really good.
The kicker coach.
And I liked how the defensive coach was the new head coach.
I like him.
But he wasn't trying to be the offensive coach. Like
Right.
he stayed in his lane and did what he was good at. And he was really good at covering his mouth when he was saying things. So he didn't, because the other
That's
coach,
so they don't have to blur it out on
so
TV.
the other, well, they don't blur it out on ESPN. They don't blur it out. And that other coach, he didn't say some nice things sometimes. That's all I'm saying.
Coach, who you pulling for in the national title game?
Miami.
Really?
Yes.
Indiana is not a football.
From the outside, I can look at Indiana and I can appreciate. Shoot me.
That they bought a team?
The coach comes over smug.
Yeah.
The quarterback comes over smug. I mean, you've got
And you're saying Miami is not Miami?
No, you're right. Compared to what they do, I mean.
But they've always been that way.
Yeah, well, yeah, true.
I mean, it's just like the person you know. Oh, they're always that way. But when a new person acts that way, you're like, I don't like that person.
The commentators during the Alabama game, and they must have done this 5 times, is that they're looking at the Indiana coach and they're talking about his facial expressions and his eyebrows and all this stuff, and and that was more of the game than the game was. And and great, I normally like to see a new team, an unknown team in that position.
Yeah,
but I'm already over Indiana. I'm already done with them, and yes, forget the history and the profiling, the stereotyping of what I just want Miami to win.
I'm going the other way. I have said all season long, I've waited every single game for Indiana to lose because I'm like, this Indiana.
Maybe I should be for them, and then they'll lose.
Yeah, well, if I pick them to win, they will lose. So, I'm riding Indiana. I think Cignetti's done a great job there, and the quarterback, he or Dante Moore are going to be the first round draft pick, number 1 overall pick most likely. So, I'm going against. Miami's always been that swaggery sort of nothing like they were in the 80s.
Right.
Now,
I don't like Carson Beck at all. But,
no, I'm not a fan, and I think that's probably going to be the difference in the game.
Yeah.
I think they're both very, very good up front, offensively and defensively, and very physical and just very good at what they do.
Mm.
And I think when you get back to it, it's going to be what can Mendoza do, what can Beck do, and I think Mendoza is just so much better than Beck.
Yep.
And I think that's going to be the difference.
All right. Well, and that's next Monday, right? I think.
Yes.
Next Monday night. So, let's stick a championship game on Monday night. Kind of like having a Super Bowl on Sunday night so we can get them to go to work the next day.
Yeah,
Something ain't right about that. Anyway, back to what we were talking about, local basketball schedule. West School boys, they will wrap up their regular season Thursday night at Tucker's Crossroads. Take nothing for granted, but Kelly, I'd assume West will be favored in that game, trying to close their season out. But it's going to be almost a month between games. In fact, it may be over a month between games for them.
Oh, yeah, they haven't played in a while. Now, they turn around, they play on Thursday, and then turn around and play on Friday.
Yeah.
So, because they play Friendship on Friday in the James C. Hill. So,
and I think they played Friendship in the Forks River tournament and lost to them.
They did.
So,
I'm not sure about the schedule. Is the middle school about the same way? Are they about to have some big time off?
They are going to. The middle school will be playing in their conference tournament. It starts on January 20th. I don't have the schedule yet for that.
There's not a conference tournament. I do know that.
For the middle school? Or are you talking about the West school?
I'm sorry, for the West school.
Okay, I thought we were back on the middle school.
I'm just thinking, is there not a way that they could not get on the floor against each other in just a whatever?
No, because there's a game limit. And, like, the middle school can't.
Has already played their games in the fall, which is so stupid.
Yeah, well, but, I mean, you can't, with this 20-game limit, they can't even scrimmage each other. Like, it would be great if they could scrimmage each other. And not even, like, a real scrimmage where you keep the clock.
We're just going to practice together.
But they can't. You can't do it.
Can we do like they did at the end of Rocky 3, where they have like a closed off arena and they go in there and do their thing and nobody knows
so
about
like
it?
Last year when we were not TMSSA, I called Matt and I was like, "Hey, can you like come down and we just practice against each other? Like, because I need 5. I got the other 5 or the other 5 because they're not the first 5,
right?
And so I was like, "Can we do that?" And he was like, I can't do it." And so I called Justin Brooks and I was like, "Hey, could you bring like 5 kids down here and practice against my kids?" And he was like, "Yeah, I can totally do that." So that was how we went around. You know, he got some kids to come play, and one of them, like 2 of them, I don't think even went to the middle school, but but no, it's so dumb because like. I'm sorry, TMSSA could care less about these middle schools. They just want them to pay the money. And because their district tournament doesn't even start, like their tournament, the TMSSA tournament doesn't even start till February. Well, these teams are over in mid. We're not football players and need all this time off to. No, they need to be playing. They're kids. And plus, you're running into baseball season.
So, as you mentioned, West School will not be playing in a conference tournament.
Yes, that's what I was told at school.
And we don't really know what's going to happen yet as far as the TMSAA playoff for them. We're kind of on hold, I guess.
Well, I know in the message that I received from, because my daughter plays basketball, the message I received from Coach Chapman was the girls would not be competing in it. The boys, I did ask the assistant principal yesterday, and she said, "I don't know. I've still got to make some phone calls." She was like, "Because I don't know how they were going to seed it out." She goes, "But I don't know if 1 and 2 get to go on to the tournament or if just 1 gets to go on to the tournament."
So we'll know more about that hopefully in the coming days. But in the meantime, they are playing in the James C. Hale State Tournament. Kelly mentioned boys are playing Friendship on Thursday. That's at 7 o'clock at Middle Tennessee Christian School. That will be in the varsity gym. Girls then will play on Saturday afternoon against Swiss Roll Memorial School of Grootly Lager. Grootly Lager. You got to love that name. Down in the Grundy County area.
Swiss Roll, that's your next breakfast.
I don't like
Swiss
that.
Roll.
What?
Isn't that just like chocolate cake and some icing?
Probably. Yes.
What's wrong with that?
It is.
Okay. I'll
Anyway,
try it.
3:45 next Saturday for the girls. They will be in the Miller Gym at Middle Tennessee Christian School. I don't know the difference in the varsity gym or the Miller Gym.
The varsity, if I'm not mistaken, the varsity gym is their brand new, huge gym, a lot like Cookville's gym.
Oh, okay.
The Miller Coliseum is the old gym, which is a lot like what Tucker's Crossroad when we were in school and Tucker's Crossroad played in that barn.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember that gym. That's the one I remember.
The one where the West School has originally, and the middle school probably too, won all their state tournaments.
Right.
It's a smaller gym. It's a lot like Boyd Christian's gym.
It's a cracker box, basically, just little.
A lot of
teeny
history
tiny.
there.
Yeah. I know. I was talking to Coach Quarles when they played at Defeated the other night about that tiny little gym, and he said they just struggled, early on just adjusting to the small size of that gymnasium.
So, which I came from teaching in Smith County, and honestly, when I taught in Smith County, I would try to schedule games with like DeKalb West. And that's kind of why we got started playing them. I wanted to go play on a big floor before I had to play my county tournament because the county tournament is played usually at Gordon's Floor, the middle school.
Right.
And when your kids aren't used to running that much further, it is a little bit harder. And so I would always try to schedule. But when I went to the West School, I would just play on my side goals because it made my gym small. It made the floor smaller. And that's how we kind of adjusted. I should have told Coach Quarles that.
Well, they won anyway,
Yeah.
but just
Yeah,
still,
they didn't.
It is a bit of an adjustment. One high school game this week, as we talked about. Lady Tigers will play at Livingston. They'll have the rest of the week off. They'll return on January 20th with a home game against the Tennessee Heat. Then they will play that Friday night in their district opener against Macon County. We will be streaming that game on DC Blitz on Friday night, January 23rd, Macon County at DeKalb County. So there's your schedule for the upcoming week. And a lot of basketball. But like you say, it won't be long till we'll be springtime. I talked to Amy Tobit yesterday about the breakfast coming up, and we'll have her and Brandon on here pretty soon to talk softball. We've not had a chance to have them yet to talk about the upcoming season. And let us not forget the Tigerettes were state runners-up last year.
Yes, they got big shoes to fill.
Yep, baseball. I had a chance to sit down with Coach Webb for a little bit the other night and talk some baseball. Daniel, of course, keeps us in the loop what's going on there, and you'll be our insider for middle school softball, hopefully, and West School baseball. Boy, they got some big shoes to fill this year, too.
They do. I think, but they did really well. Like in the JV games, they won almost all their JV games. So, maybe it won't be that far of a drop off. It's gonna be quite a bit of a drop off on the athletic side for I can't think of his name. I just went blank.
Coulter. Norris?
I couldn't think of Norris. I was like, I could think of Coulter, but I didn't want to call him Coulter. I wanted to call him Coach Norris. It'll be a little bit as far as his athletes, just because he had a lot of athletes. But I still think there's some good quality players, and baseball may surprise us.
Football saw that effect. The middle school football team was really good last year, and then they lost all those 8th graders. And then basketball seems to have just kind of reloaded.
Yeah.
We'll be reloading again, and so maybe it's just a reloading thing for baseball as well.
I think so. And the thing about that's so hard with football is there's not travel ball and there's not AAU.
Imagine if there was.
Well, there is to an extent, but it's not huge around here. But those 7th graders for Coach Quarles have all played AAU, and most of them have played together. I think they play with actually on Brendan's league that he has. So that helps them, and then travel softball and baseball help. So I think it'll help. It'll be fun. It'll be a lot more fun to talk about softball and baseball than.
And the one thing I like about it, warm weather will be not far behind.
Are you kidding me? It'll snow the first.
Well, I know it's going to snow some and be cold, but we start getting more warmer days and cooler days, and by the time we get to the postseason,
we get more daylight at least.
Yeah, please, as soon as possible. All right, final thoughts. We wrap up. Coach, got anything?
Milk.
Don't
forget the milk.
Good.
Yeah, Kelly. Don't forget the milk.
There you go.
I had to stop at the grocery store before I came, so I didn't want my milk to go bad. It's
now wait a minute. Why didn't you go to the grocery store after you left?
Because I did a Walmart pickup, and I didn't know what time we were going to be done.
Okay.
That's hard to gauge. But it is January 10th, and it's 60 degrees outside. So
I'm not complaining about it, but it's going to be 39 tomorrow, so get ready.
So these changes they're hard.
Yep.
Hard
All right.
on the body.
Yeah. Well, final thoughts? Anything else other than milk? And
Hey, go out and support. I mean, I know everybody's getting hit. It's the first of the year. I know baseball and softball is hitting everybody with buying banners and going to breakfasts. But we're the non-major sports.
Yeah.
And we pretty much have to fund ourselves. We don't sell like you were talking about the basketball game. It was loaded last night with people. Well, that's $5 or $7 for every person that comes in. That means people don't come to baseball and softball games.
You're right.
And these kids, they work hard at their sports, and these coaches work hard. And it's easy. And I hate to say this, it's easy to maintain a gym.
Mm-hmm.
It is some work to maintain softball and baseball fields. So please support these kids and their coaches, and.
And speaking of which, in my closing thought, volleyball tryouts today. Not sure what time. We do have a post on the Facebook page for DCHS volleyball tryouts. Talked to Coach Johnson yesterday. They've about got their schedule set for next year. But those are going on, and I think volleyball's primed to have kind of a breakout year this upcoming year with a lot of returning players. Junior Pro going on all day today as well up at Northside Elementary School. And again, you know, you go up there and I think it's $5 to get in to go up there and watch those kids play, and the kids will be happy to see you, and it'll benefit the Junior Pro League. So not just the, you know, major high school and middle school sports, but
and you may see Coach Fox get a technical.
And you may see Coach. You never know. You never know what you might see, but get out and support our kids. They sure do appreciate it. All right. Want to thank all of our guests today. We've had a bunch of them. Coach Joey Agee, Chase Young, Elliot Barnes, and Porter Hancock of the Tiger basketball team. Brandon Fox, Chloe VanVranken, Brooke Fuson, Lillie Young with our Lady Tiger basketball team. Casey Midget cut out early. Casey was quiet today. Way too quiet today. So.
He must have gotten Miss LaVonda must have got him.
Yeah, well.
Cal's got out.
Yeah,
I don't think he has any right now.
I don't know.
He'll be back in. I'm sure next week he'll probably make up for it.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, for our producer, Daniel Leslie, for the coach, Chris Vance, and for Kelly Piper, I'm Tom Duggan for DC Blitz. Thanks so long. We're presented by DeKalb County Insurance.